Hey, good morning, traders. Kicking off a new week here, shortened week, 4-day trading week, and it is OPEX week. Plus, this Friday we have Supreme Court coming out, making another ruling on the tariffs, adding a little bit more fear to the markets and stuff going forward here. So far this morning, we are holding prior week lows. Uh, so we're not trending on a week on week basis, but we are down into the area where the bulls typically have come in to buy the dips. So be very mindful of that. This is a weekly low volume node right here. We're trading above that. So typically this area around this area has been traditionally where you would start to be looking to buy, go long the markets. That's the way it's been working. We're into our weekly 20, our daily 100, our exponential 20 uh, weekly. All those moving averages are right here that we're currently trading here on the SPY. I might have to move those a little bit, but that was from Friday. I did double check them to see if they've moved any since Friday. Uh, so just be very mindful of that going forward here. And this is a uh, channel that we're currently trading in. We're coming right off the bottom of that channel early on this morning. So we'll see how this plays out for the if it's bullish or bearish in today's session. Okay. Right here, right now, though, it would typically on the cues. Oh yeah, another thing on the SPY I gotta show you guys. Now, for the bulls out there, just be very mindful here. SPY came up Friday, but it did not backtest the Monday low breakdown. So that is an untested area of contention. So if you're bullish, you would think that's what they want to do is come back up here and test uh, these Monday lows. That would put us back in the top of this channel. So, just be very mindful here that we might be coming back up to the 689.50 here today or tomorrow to repair this structure. So right now we have a bad structure here on SPY. Okay, that has been getting repaired here in the channeling market. Okay, the Qs this morning technically here. So I technically have us bear flagging off of a critical downward channel here on the Qs. And if this thing were to start falling apart here, I have a potential going all the way down to the weekly 50. And that would put us all the way down here to 561.70. Basically, the weekly 50 uh, could be on tap for this week on the Qs. So currently, like I said, potentially bear flagging, risk off here on the Qs. We are into a high volume node, so anything can happen. So there's a lot of buyers and traders are hitting right at this price point. Okay, trying to decide which direction to take the Qs. I'd be more worried if we are in a low volume node, getting ready to break into a different trading range, but we are into a high volume node, so that's makes it a little bit more problematic for you directional traders out there. But that's what we're currently doing this morning, and we did repair structure. We came back up and let's see here. We tested Monday's lows. That was lows, the prior lows for the week. We came up Friday. We tested it. Now we're rejecting down. This is a repaired structure, so this can actually fall. So be very mindful of that in our trading today. Okay, IWM guys. Okay, so Wednesday lows. We repaired that plus there Friday. Now this morning, what we're doing here, putting a lower high right back into those Wednesday's lows. So if you're a bear out there, this is the perfect spot to go short the IWM. And that being said, I I am really concerned that the rotation trade is breaking down this week. Okay, guys. And what I'm saying here is like XLB. Hey guys, you go out here on I don't know if weekly's good enough or not. No, let's go monthly. Go out, yeah, weekly would be fine. Yeah, that'd be fine. But look on the monthly here, guys. Look what we have done on the XLB. This to me looks like a completed potential completed pattern on the XLB. So we got all this money coming out of tech going into these defensive names, these other names, defensive names, and I'm concerned that they've ran their course here on these defensive names. XLU, another one. Look at this. Look at this nice monthly trend. We're right into that resistance. So the big driving force of all this money coming out of tech going into these defensive names, it's concerning. Okay, XLV. Hey guys, so here we are into this multiple top area, and 160 has been a dead ceiling for XLV so far. Doesn't mean we're not going to break out today, but so far this morning we're not. So just definitely keep this one on watch. XLV, okay? And then you have your XLP. Okay, guys, so we have a breakout. This is the trend we're trying to tag. We're not quite there yet, okay? It looks like we're going to be open, so there could be a little bit more fuel in the tank here on the XLP to back test this lower line. So, just be very mindful of that on XLP. But I'm really concerned, like I said, that there's no big risk reward to be going into defensive names at this point. So they have to come back into tech. And this morning, the tech is not showing us signs of life. So just be very mindful of that in your trading in today's session. Things that I'm looking at here, the things that are really jumping out this morning. First of all, NVIDIA. Okay, guys, we'll go here on the, I don't know if 30-minute would be good enough. 30-minute. Look at this, guys. Bottom line is, here's what we go. Wednesday. We had our Wednesday low for the week, Boom. Okay, we break it. Okay. Friday, we're back testing that Wednesday low. Then we break it. Okay. Now, coming down in this morning, uh, we are currently breaking the Friday low back test area. We're currently breaking. Okay. So this is stair stepping lower here on NVIDIA. This is a bearish chart, NVIDIA. Currently trading as a bearish chart. So this prior Wednesday highs, we're right into that zone right here. We're starting to break down on that. So I'm looking a little bit more bearish than bullish. Another one that's trending is Meta. Meta is breaking. Okay, guys. So Meta is breaking. We have a low volume node here. Uh, so we back tested the week low, prior week's lows. We're doing a weekly breakdown here on Meta. Our main support puts us all the way down to 616. So let's definitely keep this one on watch. We're into a major trend line. You see that trend line right there on Meta? Go down it on a weekly. This is the trend line right here. Boom. We're right into that major trend line on Meta this morning, potentially breaking down. Uh, we're open. It's either at one heck of an amazing buying opportunity on Meta this morning, or we're potentially breaking down. So let's definitely keep this one on watch. Meta is pushing down into that trend line to kick off the session, to kick off the week this morning. Uh, and by breaking a low volume node, that says that there was no buyer support. This is actually suggesting we have broken support. Now that doesn't mean we're not going to come down and then come back up, fill the gap, and get back into that support. That's definitely a possibility. But Meta is really warning that of a systemic break in trend. Another one, Apple. Apple got spanked Friday. We put in on the daily, if you look here, we had a daily lower high, daily rejection, and the moment we broke that trend line, there was no buyers on that trend line on that lower high. So, it was this full on carnage on Apple there Friday. See this trend line right here? Boom, boom, boom. See that trend line we're currently trading at? Go down on 15, 30-minute, whatever. We are currently trading under that trend line this morning. So heads up on that. We have lost a major trend line here. We are into a weekly low volume node. So that suggests this could be a buy point. So we could be getting an early morning look below that trend line for a buy point. So I definitely want to keep that in the back of our minds that this, that is a possibility. That could be a buy point, but or we could be coming down into our major supports. Uh, so now, personally, I would feel better lower prices than to try to buy the dip early on this morning because this looks like the beginning. This is where, if I was a bear on Apple, I would be really starting to looking to add to my short positions early on in today's session. So just be very mindful of that. Okay. Those were the two things that really standing out. Another one standing out, AMD. Prior Sunday low break. Heads up on that. I'm actually looking to go short on AMD this morning. Heads up on that. SMH. Look what's happening on SMH, guys. Head and shoulders breakdown. We're coming into the session today with a potential head and shoulders breakdown here on uh, SMH. And this is what we really need. I was worried about the uh, and look where this is projecting. This could be an ugly day, guys. See how that SMH is projecting right into that trend line? Wow. This could get really ugly today, guys. Yeah. So just be very mindful here. You guys, you want to be dip buyers this morning? I don't know about that. So, okay, there you go. I don't want to be too bearish, but you know, like I said, the rotation trade looks to me like there's a very good chance it's breaking down today. If you don't have the rotation trade and the tech starts falling here, guess what's going to happen to the indices? Just just food for thought. Okay. Thanks for listening. Please like my video if you get a chance. Retweet me on Twitter or X if you get a chance. And comments are great. Are appreciated.